What? It's a box of karma. Don't worry, it's no drama. It's just Dave and his box of karma. Shh. Are you ready? Good day. Salutations. The sun is shining. Feel that radiance. What? Chinese? Tiny? No insult to the Chinese. It's my nickname. Chinese Dave is in the house. I've already got tiny eyes, let alone in the sun. But we're not wearing glasses. The cap will suffice. Good day. Salutations. Let's check. It is the 9th of October, the month with the number 8 in it that actually falls in the 10th line of the procession of months. Work that out. Yes, it's the 8th month and it's October. Bringing you a box of karma. We have 2 streams going off, so I'd like to say salutations, good day, peace, love and good vibes to Indiglo and to Facebook profile family. Hello brothers and sisters. It's no drama, it's just a box of karma. Inside the box, what have we got? Inside my box of karma, our box of karma, the universe's box of karma, I have a message from karma from up on, I believe so. So first of all, thank you, good day. I hope you're having an okay day. You're all well as can be expected in this crazy time. I am waiting for the offer of servitude to come in, to be fair. So private servitude, I have looked at. We are establishing the trust and building up the funds, and maybe we're going to sort out a festive dance. If you're interested in a festive, we'll say non-festive, but around the festive time, nothing to do with the festive celebrations of Xmas, but we might do, there's talk of an old school revival dance. Anybody that DJs has any ideas or offers for venues, things like that, we're talking of all of us getting together. Okay, this isn't just a sovereign event, but we might organise and facilitate an issue and use the .com to allow this go through, and organise a private issued old school rave event, dance, house, the good times. I've done a call out this morning. If you look at my profile, YouTube, we will speak later about Dreamscape and MTV and the Future Sound of London MTV Dead Cities album. So yeah, we're looking at doing that, get together. For those that don't want to celebrate and embellish the Xmas period, we're looking at combining with YouTube, various Facebook families, extended families, and having an event. Kevin Phillips, might need that mixer, brother. We've gone through quite a lot of ideas that we can do. So coming together and saying hello, a chance to meet up under neutral, you know, environments, and let me know. All right, comments to YouTube. You use UK Freedom Projects at gmail.com. Facebook, you can use this video. What else? The civil court template for worldwide justice is being prepared this week. Okay, myself and G-Star have had a chat yesterday. That is the website technician and the brother known as given name Greg. He is working with and we will be presenting this week 100%, no ifs, no buts, no excuses. The video that is on Spls Pro that we've produced, entitled The Worldwide Civil Court Template for Justice, has got the competence and the techniques for possible use of articulation for defence of rights and property, and presenting the defendant in the correct way. That document is going to be put on the .com as a PDF, and we're happy to say now it's been proofread. My errors and grammatical errors have been taken out. The punctuation, the grammar, the style, the characterization, the format and everything looks really good. So sorry about the delay, but it's not easy, and there is not much time, so staying up late at night is okay, but at 2 o'clock in the morning you will make grammatical errors, so it's counterproductive. So it takes as long as it takes, and burning the candle at both ends is no way to do it. So yeah, we're in a strong position. See my previous videos, Facebook and YouTube, for the relevant updates and proclamations and you know, statements of where we're at so far. I have fallen asleep for a third time on Brother Santos, so I will let you know that I've said to him sorry. He knows that I look up to him and I aspire to be of that, you know, competence level with astro, theological, linear, micro, macrocosm, laws, you know, religions, faith, energy, everything that his mind encapsulates, a bit like Tellinger, Michael Tellinger, South Africa. There are a few good men on a few good continents, and he's one of them. And no insult to you, brother, it's just that you're Australia, I'm Anglo. I did look at my phone and think, oh yeah, I need to check, and then I fell asleep. So we will catch up. I'm looking for the hangout very soon, when he's ready, and it's going to encompass quite a lot. I'm going to not say it until I've organised it with Brother S, but that is my fault for falling asleep. I'm an idiot. I apologise humbly, and we will catch up, I am sure. But yeah, this is what happens. Sun and Moon on YouTube this coming Monday, so it is now the 9th, isn't it? Tuesday the 9th, so what we're saying, next Monday I will be on there, and I'm looking forward to saying hello to the family there. So this is your advance notice for if you want to come and have a chat, partake, update, say hello. If you've not met Sun and Moon before, come along and say hello, see what it's about. The Flat Earth demographic and movement and family are an objectional family. They are of the outside of the box. They think outside of the LCD plasma box TV. Think outside of the box, and it's just a way of others having a chat that are of the opinion that we are with regards to laws. So I've got to talk about this now, and the box of karma and what's come out. Okay, so I've been mentioning and brushing upon two topics of late. One is the 7 Hermetic principles. They are very important, they're quite deep, and the other one is the Hegelian dialect. Both topics need to be brushed upon when we talk about the principles of law, governance, self-governance, and right now I haven't got the 7 Hermetic principles to hand, but I'll be able to recall some of them. The first one is that the universe and everything in it, and existence and reality, is that the universe and everything in it, and existence and reality, is mind. So it's a key principle there of competence for your environment, for you to cognise, but it's not so much going hand in hand with strict law like civil, criminal, statutory, trust and things like that. But we've brushed upon the courts of chancery and chance. We've brushed upon the courts of chancery and chance, and what they would be used for, and the tier system of the current United Kingdom's judiciary, ranging from the lower de facto, non-de jure, non-bonding, non-securitized, working all the way up to the higher courts, the royal courts, working all the way up to the higher courts, the royal courts, you know, the crown court, you know, the crown courts, the royal courts, and then going over to Europe to the other courts and the criminal court of the court system and the judiciary, the authority and jurisprudence, things like this. So there was a man of great times. So There was a man of great times long ago called Thoth, Thoth, the green emerald tablets of Thoth, are what you would need to reference there for that. And also that's the Egyptian name for him, and there's a Greek name which is called Hermes, Hermes Trismegistus. It's a weird one to say. Now this is the latter part of the educational foundation workshop, which we use to source, reference and citate our current religious, legal, lawful, private, everything status and stance with regards to our applied due diligence and application and understandings, if you like, from the teachings of many and various present, and then going back through the historical lineage, browsing history, if you like. So let me read what I've got you here, and I will stop and pause and elaborate as I need to. But this will be now regarding the seven hermetic principles, and where we are at the minute, the involvement of law, how that would tie in, because these are natural laws, and these are from the times of you know, I'm not going to go through the exact years, but we'll go through the Egypt and Greek. You've got the date and time range for the Greek Empire and the Roman Empire, and also the Egyptian. So the Egyptian Empire, you will find a man called Hermes Trismegistus, Greek Egyptian Thoth, green emerald tablets of Thoth, a birdman type prediction, referencing hieroglyphs, and Greek. You will find Hermes the Great, and you will find with that Hermes Trismegistus. So there is no such thing as chance or chancery, as we might know it. Okay, yes, as we might know it. Okay, yes. If we do believe and give credence to this thing called chance and chancery, then I would say that we are kind of perverting. It's a perversion of nature's principles based upon these hermetic principles, and the laws and the understanding and the application and the motion and the frequency and the vibration. So I would like to strike out on the record, as of this day, the year of the Lord 2018, that there's no such thing in this realm as chance at all, or coincidence, or bad luck. And yeah, you need to take that from me. I testify on my soul. That's how I think and see it now after this you know, amount of research that we've done. So if you are there thinking woe betide me, and you've got negative lower vibrationary thought patterns and frequencies, and you believe you had luck, and well, you're playing straight into the game's hands, as we would call it, and you are perverting nature's principles, and you are inwardly rejecting the lower vibration and outwardly attracting the magnetic, horrible, nasty, karmic retribution, Murphy's law, Sod's law, blah blah blah, and on we go. That's all real. That's happening right there, and on we go. That's all real. That's happening right there and then. This is a mind. The mind is transmuting. The mind, or the universe, is mind. Hermetic principle number 1 out of 7. The universe and the Creator, God, Lord, consciousness is mind. The Creator, God, Lord, consciousness is mind. It gets quite deep, but to understand the laws of the Creator and God and man, and your private, your equitable remedy, the free will, the karmic retribution, the good, the bad, the evil, I'm afraid you have to touch the good, the bad, the evil. I'm afraid you have to touch upon the transmutation and the principles of what are they? They are speakers. They are ones that are put there. Dickens, Shakespeare, you know, the ones that the system and the L-ites put there. But there is, you know, the ones that the system and the L-ites put there. But there has been a perversion. There's been a perversion. I'd argue somewhat to the transcribing of the Sumerian clay tablets by what's he called now? Wow, too many names and things. But that old man that transcribed and things. But that old man that transcribed the Sumerian clay tablets, it'll come to me, but I can't think of him now. He died in the 70s, did he? Late 60s, early 70s. Yeah, it's not true. So we have to. Yeah, it's not true. So we have to go on our own journey and our own salvation and our own discovery and our own finding. And when you go on this, only you can go on that. And when you find it, you go on the journey of. And I've been on that journey. I employ these rules, these systems, these principles. I am not these rules, these systems, these principles. I am not anything that others may think I am, because we embellish and use stuff that not many others have. It is Masonic, it is coveted, it is occult, it isn't dark, it isn't evil, it's the true existence. It isn't evil, it's the true existence and conscience and conscious knowing of self, as Santos has touched upon, as you know, Romley Stewart has touched upon, as you know, what's his name now? Santos, Romley Stewart, knowing thyself, you know, lots of speakers, lots of them have touched upon this. And the mind, the transmutation of the mind, if one has a strong mind, this would be a sign of strong mind. If one has a strong mind, this would be a sign of strong hermetic principles of the Thoth and the Hermes and the Hermetic, or the you know, the principles of. You should avoid lower vibrations and try to always vibrate high. So this is where my energy comes from. I've gone too far. So this is where my energy comes from. I've gone too far. I wear too many crystals, drink distilled water, colloidal silver, try to get as much energy as luxes as I can, you know, and a balance of electricity, and yes, this is the vibration. So vibrating low. Yes, this is the vibration. So vibrating low and inwardly projecting low vibrations and thoughts, you outwardly, and it does to somewhat extent, you know, you're constantly communicating with the universe and the consciousness. And what you're, even though you're not speaking and you may live on your own and you don't see anybody, and it's been 2 months since you spoke to anybody, and the only time you do speak to somebody is when somebody rings and it's a wrong number, yeah, then this applies to you as well, because even though you're not you are not speaking out, it's imperative and part of key competence to your you know, quality and understanding that your thoughts are what's there, and your thoughts are what is connecting. And when one prays, or when you ask for help, or you talk to the consciousness, you will do that through a non-vocabulary, a non-vocal and non-phonetic communication. And you would argue that once you've gone through these principles, learning, enlightenment, vibration, certain things, saying no to the money, no to the sex, no to the, you know, whatever, and keeping direct, then eventually you get rewarded. It's like keeping in the kundalini, in the energy, the vibration, the mind. And if the universe is mind, and the universe is then the all, and the all is created this, then it's very deep. And you know, let me continue on. It does tie in with law, very much so, and the system and the church, you know, and what they've done, and the proclamations and the testamentary. So you got, generally, if you've got a strong body and a strong self, then you will have a strong mind. And if you haven't got a strong body and a strong self and you don't love one, you will not have a strong mind. It's counterproductive. So the all, we would argue, is in all, where we have seen in the mathematics and the frequency and the phi and the law of attraction, the power of intent, what man has already discovered and recorded scientifically, you know, the Fibonacci sequence, the golden ratio, the all is in all. Mathematics is the science of nature. But the earthworm is not the all, but it contains the essence like we do. So therefore, how can we be incompetent in law if one contains the essence of the creator? You see, it's everywhere, not just in one you know, Vedic hidden book or one principled old, you know, it's all across all of the religions, realms, continents. These are the 7 principles, and they seem to have been hijacked by a thing called religion. Okay, I'd argue Constantine 325, when real religion, something happened, and I won't you know, proclaim to say, but you know what happened. That was Santos and Romney Stewart that brought that out. Religion, to do again, lig, to you know, ligature, to bond, to bind, to lig, yeah, like they did with the wood and the tweed, they bound the wood, yeah. We have faith, we don't have religion. That's a fact, that's 100%. And this faith is what's been, you know, when you go and you pray, yes, you're using laws, you are interfacing all the time anyway. You don't need to go to anywhere special to pray. It's your actions and your deeds get rewarded for. A good deed never goes unnoticed, and you know, all good deeds deserve. So this is fact and science, but science can't measure it, see it, and so it disregards it, such as the bureaucracy and the preposterous, you know. I'm not going to go into all the technical names now, but they have got very technical, you know, space, time, fabric, continuum. It borders on something that's truly, you know, the next thing that's going to hit you lot in the public is quantum power that's coming. They're already on with the quantum computing. We're way behind where we need to be, and yeah, this is good that we have this, and this is the 7 principles, religion, hijacking it, faith. Then you need to contrast and understand that, and perhaps put it to test to some extent, you know. To thy that understands all of these hermetic principles, laws, vibrations, motions, you know, rhythms, cause and effect. Yeah, I'm getting it. You see, I do know them. It's just that it's all random, so we have to go with the flow. If you do understand and you follow that and you use that, for number 1, fist bump, well done, excellent. Number 2, you have got great knowledge, great wisdom, you know, because you're not walking into opposing forces. You're not making life hard for yourself. The spirit is in us, in you, in one, but we are not the spirit, you know. So the Hegelian dialect is knowing the I forget the middle word now, but you have like 2 opposing opposites of the same thing, and you need to have the middle, you know, knowledge, understanding. But we're going to touch upon that later. I'm going to bring out to you some basic bits of Hermes Trismegistus. Yes, indeed I am. The civil court procedure template, I'd argue we'll give it till, we'll say Thursday, but it might be Friday, so give us 24 hours, 48 hours, G-star, it's your 48-hour warning. We'll work on that. I'll touch base with everybody that I need to. I'll check every email account and touch base and reply to all the emails. Any .com issues I will see to, and then let me think, other such things. If you need a generic email to get through to me for issues about the .com, you can use ukfreeproject@gmail.com or david@splspro.com. I will check up on the t-shirts and how many orders, and see where we're at with that. We do need to get about something like 50 for me to get that and sort that out, and we'll look at donations as per, and once they're received, issue a free t-shirt Let me update on that. I'm going to make a load more colloidal silver water. Hangouts wise, yes, we'll see. I'm interviewing an author called Peter of the McGowan clan, Mr. Wilfs. Incredible adventure, is it? Don't quote me on that. Amazing adventure, something like this. I've only had it a month or so, 8 weeks. That's going to be interesting. An authority, someone that's creative and has, you know, the experience and can talk about this and is you know, used the language, the keys, the characters, the symbols. And he's got a very interesting story. I'd like to bring to you and help promote this story. It's a feel-good story. When I am looking at law, public, private, statutory code comparison, you know, and you get a non-lawful publication article to look at, it is a pleasure to you know, to comprehend and read. It's a feel-good factor. It contains a family community theme. It isn't damaging in any way, it's not negative in any way. It's very interesting, it's quite comical, it's got dialects from up north in it. It's been on the circuit for a while, it's not brand new, but I met him at the seminar in York. I don't like saying the talk in York, the seminar in York, along with others, and yeah, we'll aim to get that put onto Tube as well as Facebook very, very shortly this week. As I say, we'll touch base with Brother S, see what we're doing there. Sun and Moon in 6 days, and then wow, yeah, other stuff as it happens. The call for servitude may be answered any time, in which case I will do until we're in a stronger, you know, better place. Yeah, it's very, very interesting, you know, chance and chancery, how they've, you know, kind of manipulated and hijacked the established, you know, this is established through thousands and thousands of years. I've got a lot of pictures and articles I could bring to you. There is some books and publications I found useful over the years. Wow, suppressed, somebody grey, archaeological suppressed art, yeah, I'll get them out and put them on the various places for you to download. And these laws and religions and faiths and that and what's happened, it's up to you. We don't tell anybody anything, but it's truly incredible what you can discover and what you can use out there. I'll reference the Jedi use the Force. I'll reference the Asia continent and the Qigong. I'll reference the placebo effect and the power of the mind. But it does take, you know, a great understanding. It's not that you can just sit there and change instantly, but if you have experiences of this, we'd like to hear from you. If you've got anything, any ideas about yeah, and I do realise I'm saying this on YouTube like I did with the Sovereign seminar on our annual conference. You saw the tents, what happened there and how we put that together. So I'd like to do something on a smaller scale with regards to a private social event, maybe a quarterly conference, a chance to get together. So yeah, geographical location, ideas, I've got a few, we'll see, and we'll continue on with that. Anything else, you've got the avenues to contact. DWP, I'm going to get on with that TSA on the forum and see what activities on there. I do believe Kevin should have been able to log on and get in and manage his own forum there, so that's good, excellent, positive movement from one of the men to the men, by the people, the woe men. So thank you very much for that, Kevin, and the time that you are donating, sacrificing to help others. So there you go, he's accepted the Hermetic principles, and it's not about the payment of cash currency, because there is no payment, cash currency. Once you work that out, there is only one kind of payment, that is your acts and deeds. Your acts and deeds get balanced out in the scales of life, in a nutshell, that's what all this video has been about. There is no money. You are the value. It's your soul, your time, your actions. You have to answer. You are liable. You are deemed guilty, ignorant, acquiescent, peasantry, lower standard, second-class citizen. Yeah, this is not so much a news flash for the tubers, but for some of you on my Facebook profile, we're cutting to the chase now. We're cutting through the mustard, and we are very happy to be where we are. And this is a very dangerous and trying times. If you are following the procession of the equinoxes and you are knowledgeable within certain what would we call them, harbingers, and you know, tube, I know you lot, this family, that one, are very, very up to speed on current chronological markers within astro and geo, and lots of, you know, markers and time zones and scriptures and gospels and passages and beliefs and foretellings. So we've an incredible time before us, and it's not so much to concentrate on what, you know, they are asking and trying to get you to concentrate on. You must extract yourself from what you deem, you know, currently your aspirations, goal and importance. And if you're not having a very positive or you know, enjoyable time at the minute, your environment would need looking at, definitely, and the ones that you frequent with. After you've done that, you would need to look at your mind and yourself. You would need to look at your daily activities. You would need to start to get up every day and tell yourself a mantra and empower and control your mind. Go to the temple of Solomon, every day. And you need to get on the journey of self-discovery and introduce yourself to the principles of, you know, this is just one that we all know of, that we use, and it's very strong. We talk about it. It doesn't come in a box. You can't touch it. You can't handle it. You know, it's just, this was a product, to be fair, that come from this company, and they used it as a marketing gimmick. Okay, it's not anything other than that. My old lady, which is my mother, Julia, gave me this when she went off on her travels, and amongst other stuff, not for any particular reason, but when I found it in a box the other day, looking for my old records and digging out and sorting, I thought, Karma, we can use that. Yeah, it's got a bit of an advert for somewhere in London, and yeah, I thought that quite prevalent to produce and put in my notes that I made whilst yeah, I was waiting for Santos, and then subsequently fell asleep last night. I put the links on my profile. They're on YouTube, on Liked, and in Sovereign videos, or on the playlist there. We have got over 2,000 video links on the channel across probably 30 topics, so feel free to go frequent yourself on that. What we're going to do here is say hello to the Book of Faces, and I'm just going to leave Tube here because we've got 20, and then I'll catch you all later. Hello to brothers and sisters watching, greetings. I hope the men at work haven't disturbed you. I thought I'll leave it like that. There are men there working, grinding, earning the pound, keeping the infrastructure going. Seems like quite a, you know, a relevant thing to keep there. Nice to see everybody. Hello, hello, everybody's good. Joe, good to see you, Joe. Yes, thinking of you, sending you love. If you want to come and meet me on Tube, the Book of Faces, you're welcome. Smithy, you're going to get a dead leg. Yes, Kevin is in our reflection. We are the living water and the light of the world is the last comment from Facebook. Bosh, brother W of the W clan. Land, air, water. Yes. We are oxygen, hydrogen, carbon and nitrogen. All four elements all rise up. Ra, falling down. Bless you. Peace and love. We'll be back. Thank you. I'll be Dalone, Dodgy Doctor, Kevin. We need to meet up after this link, and maybe brew after this link. Alright. Goodbye to you. Check battery. 21%. Alright. It's all go. SPL's Pro. Life is good. Life is what you make it. And if if you don't know how it works, it will never work. A bit like the law system, you know. If you don't know how the law system works, it will never work. Who have we got? Let's go from the top. Yardy, Lev, Jamie, Alan, Mona, Jamie. No, I'm saying the same, sorry. Unfettered mind. It always makes me smile, that. Why? Why? Unique creative though, it's 100%. John, easy brother. Omra, Bonjour, 1000. DJ Mixer Bristol, hi mate. Hello brother, DJ Mixer Bristol. Please check out Indigo's rave little mixes that I did. We are talking, you might have heard that then, we are talking about doing December time. We'll call it not a festive or an Xmas, so maybe not in a field then. In December we would need a venue. What can we get? What have we got to propose for? I'd like to say about 100, 150, would be maybe 200 if we could. Ticket it, fooder.com, confirm venue. Once the tickets have been confirmed, I think yes. Gotta believe we can make this real. Just be yourself and do what you feel. 4x4, I might have a mix the next few days. So what do you think about that? Hello. Got my box of karma. It's no drama, it's just karma. Meet it. Hermetic principles, 7. I'd argue that there might be an 8th hermetic principle to encapsulate all 7. Search Mark Pazio, is it Mark Pazio? He's written the from the three what are they called now? The 3 students? No. The 3 disciples? No, but similar. The 3 kings? No. The 3 from the book Kabbalion. What does he say now? Taken from the Kabbalion, written by the 3 initiates. The 3 initiates. Kabbalion, written by the 3 initiates. Chapter 1. Mental, chicken oriental, radio rentals. I hit you not. The universe is mental, is mind, and the Buddha, the teachings of the yin, the yang, the karma, the force. You know it. You've got that doctrine down to a T. So yes, the Hegelian dialect is to pull into that though, because the Hermetic, Thoth and Hegelian are warpers of the time continuum, because not the time continuum, your reality in itself, let alone the bits we've brought to you previous, which have boxed you in anyway. So this, as I said, needs to come on the last point, and you will find that because we've kind of structured this journey, this pathway of yours on a curve, this will come, this understanding comes right at the end, and it should then, because you get it right at the beginning. If you try and take all these principles and things on at the beginning without the cognizance of whom thy is and knowing thyself, the journey will be harder and longer. If you go on, dare I say, a path of enlightenment, which it is, to be fair, discovery and enlightenment, and you do it in a logical way, a practical way, then when you get to the end, it will all drop into place. But this is it's all about being sovereign and self-governing to some extent, and the laws. Let's just say that if the creator has made laws, the creator, the divine one, the all, the one conscious has made laws. Two things. Wouldn't it be heinous of man to breach them laws? For number one, because those are the barrier between the creation of the creator, the created, and him. It's male and female energy. We don't say male or female for that, because it's in the Hermetic principles you'll find out about the balance of sexuality, energy, male and female, you know what I mean? So it's very delicate, and don't forget that there is a terminology for something like this, that if the creator, the all, made something and he made it and he went into his creation, he could actually get lost in his creation and forget that he's in a creation, which is like the inception of the Matrix. But you'd argue that something that intelligent has got I forgot it, which is head splitting, this kind of, but it borders on the quantum, which borders on the atomic, and it does, I'm sorry, it really does. So how these lot chatted about it and conceptualized it, right, in the times of what, now it's gone, atomic, gone, even bigger, because yeah, there's many of you out there that struggle with certain bits as we've brought them so far. So then to go inception on inception on inception, which instead of going in is really effectively coming out of what you've been putting, and coming out and enlightening and getting higher and raising your vibration. So you know, the creator is all, and it was all, because it can't be all if it was never here. So it was always here, and it will be always here, and it goes into a new like bit of discovery, which nicely fits in with the realm and the other channels, and the flat earth, sun and moon, and FPV, Nazca, cherubim, all of the Famaland there, and other subsequent chats about the Leak project yesterday. Is it the Leak project? The Leak, 900 and something viewers. What? 900 and something? I was like, man needs a spanner. FPV, if you go to the Leak, I think it is Leak, you know which one, him, I forget his name, Rex has that channel. Yeah, I did put in there, you need to go and check my channel. They're talking about some what are they called, cuneiform, no, picture, I forget the name. Yeah, old stuff, aliens, inscriptions, rocks, America, private land, and they were going around in circles, brother, and I wanted to tell them about the things that you've brought out, so I did. But I put your link in. It said you need to stop posting links. You need, and I said to the admins, well, the love of man, go to this channel and get the link. Bosh. Yeah, so the opportunities are there, the consciousness is there, the other channels are there, on the same, if not already, a bit further on to some extent. Max Eigen, please check him out if you haven't done so already. 2014 talk about reclaiming the realm, the earth, the balance. Yeah, Santos Bonacci, enough said, you all know about him. If you're not following him, then you shouldn't be following me, because that's how it is. And then I would say Romley Stewart, the Glosser channel, what's he called now then? There's another Australian that we like, they've said Tellinger, Bonacci, Romley Stewart, yeah, all the guys that you like. I'll put the Master of Earth, he was good for a wholesome, rounded, you know. So yes, time is short, but all is all, and we are we. Atoms are atoms, and the science is the science, the quantum is the quantum, the parallel is the parallel, yin and yang, karma, do unto others as they, you know, it's written in these religions, but the religions haven't been too honest with us, and it involves money, it involves sacrifice, it involves Mr. and Mrs., it involves burning in hell, it involves redemption, it involves salvation, it involves leadership, all the things that we shouldn't have done. It involves being bonded to a highest degree and following blindly into the pits of death. And if you can see it any other way, Death in the City, YouTube, Future Sound of London, MTV, there's a half-hour video of their wow, quite I think from 1994 FSOL fans, acid house, breakbeat, Papua New Guinea soundtrack that I've got is very, very sought after. My battery's going. I'd urge you to check it out. Look at the messages the establishment has given thee on Masonic TV. Right, our lass is on a break. We're finishing up. Unless we've got any good questions. Oh, we have. One conscience. Nice one for sharing. That's what we like, Famalan. I see your subscribers are growing. Max Eigen, there we go. Yes, yes, yes. Franco Collins, other Australia. Bosh. Peace, love and music. Pia Matra. Yeah. Oh, let's just... hello from Gran Canaria, David Evans. All right, brother. 1 minute. Stay. You need to charge. Stay like a dog. Yes. Let me attend to my business, and then I'll be straight back with you. Come on. Let's all go. Yeah, get the links in. Any links that you see useful. The leak, can anybody get the leak then with Rex's channel and that video last night? That was truly incredible. Not truly incredible, but some private property with very, very old you know, markings and text and wow, yeah, antenna. Whoop whoop. Square robot heads. Square robot heads. Very, yeah, please, the leaks video last night. 900 viewers online in the chat room. I've never seen anything like it. We need to get to that level. That's the level that I aspire to. If we want to make another option, I wanted to say to you, YouTube, not subscribers but channel owners now, channel managers, may I suggest the proposal of a community channel where we all have access to it, and we manage it ourselves, but it's a channel that we all upload, share. So it's a new concept. That's what we like. Facebook community. Let me think. Brainstorm this with you. Yeah, Facebook. Shut up, Facebook. YouTube. Sorry, I need to charge you. I want it set up. YouTube community channel where we a few channel owners that are like-minded would host and hold it and have our own playlist within that channel. So then it'd be one channel where instead of putting the links on like this, what do you mean low battery? We're charging. Instead of putting the links on 4%, and then having to go around and chase, it'd be a lot easier because it's in the same place. So we'd all be on that channel. We'd all have authority. I know what you're going to be thinking. You put all your work on and stuff, and then it gets deleted by somebody going rogue. Well, we don't deal with those, and we're making an agreement, and I'm pretty sure we're all honourable enough to try and spearhead something that's different and gets us all on the same page, rather than having to go on Hangouts, messages, emails, other channels, like kind of what we've done with the .com. I'd like to try and offer it out there for a name. What kind of name would that channel have? Yeah, and what kind of admins would we have on it? What kind of channel host? And imagine if you got up one day and, like, you know, brothers like Santos, Romley, I, Sun and Moon, what was Mr. Thrive and Survive, you know, all of them. I'm not going to go through all the channels now. Don't be offended if I don't, you know, say you all. I'm just trying to keep it frank and brief. But I see a potential there for a community channel for the subscribers, ease of the subscribers, and for us to promote each other's work. Because let's face it, there's nothing better than seeing somebody that you look up to and aspire to and follow, and seeing them review your discovery work findings and then putting something positive. So that then spears you on and promotes you, and it's a feeding system that we need to have. We need to feed others, others need to feed us. We need to keep it going, we need to keep it beneficial, and we need to keep it advantageous, one step ahead, and constantly, continuously improving. So to save any concern, when you make your playlist, you'd a link already established videos from your channel onto that channel. So effectively, it'd just be a playlist that got deleted. There'd be no, let me think, a way for anyone to get on your own channel as it is now or account and render that, you know, obsolete or deleted. It would just be this one, and we'd have a community shared password for that email. We'd make an email, we'd all you know, use that to log in, a generic email, you know, address, and we could all have access to that email. That brings me on to something else I'd like to talk about in the private, but I'm aware I do need to touch base with Dodgy Doctors, G-Star, and check my email, so and get back to my queen here. What are you saying? Think about that, let that sink in. Let's have some what do we say? What do we say? Where are your comments? I think he said leak. Yes, leak. Rex is the channel host. It's a very popular channel. Yeah, I'll confirm it and tell you. Can't believe it's yeah, leak. Let me just get on my history. Very, very good. It's relevant to this. Wait a minute, man. And Bria. What was it called? Jordan Maxwell, I've mentioned him. The Kabbalion, I've got that right. Santos video, Science and Ascension, that was excellent. Mr. Astro Theology. League Project, there we go. League Project. This guy.
This is Paddy Live. New customers get 30 free spins on our daily jackpot games.
Shut up with your adverts. Monetization.
Came up 400 feet. And now we're on the sea level fall boundary where sea level drops and we go into a glacial period.
Look at that.
These 26,000 year cycles are stacked into a bigger 100,000 year cycle.
Where is he?
And
come on, lad. There he is.
Started, 1989. By the early 1990s, I was
Look at his eyes.
Just delving into geology.
Legend,
and
absolute legend. Leak Project, ancient Anunnaki petroglyphs. There we go, in New Mexico. I was going to say petroglyphs, but cuneiform and something else. Yeah, Sanskrit cuneiform. It's too much sometimes. All of these, you know, they're not relevant. I don't say them enough. Thank you. I'll do it later. Petroglyphs, Dave. That's the one, F. They're the ones. Yeah, I know. That's don't we see? It's all how it comes up. Relevance. I wasn't looking for that. I was doing work and then I got a notification. Rex is live. Leaks live. I'm like, okay. And I looked at it. I went, stop that. Over to this way. And I realised it was going to be a long one. I thought I'll watch it later, and I carried on. But I did have a quick, yeah. I don't mind saying I'm dyslexic, and these things sometimes, all these words and, you know, what we do, and it's not easy. And yeah, I need help. We need help. That's what I'm appealing for, openly. No one man can do it all, F. No one man. The hive mind of which we have. Yes, that's how it's working. Check out CJ Berkite, Jewish what racism blogspot. Wow, the evilness comes from the belief in the messianic prophet. Yeah, we've seen, John, what we know. We're on that, but no, I'm not going to check that out. Thank you though, brother. Thank you very much. I feel like a right crispy balls. No, correctly. Good idea, Rastafari. Here is he now. Morning. Peace and love. We are getting to Zion, one way or the other, but not with the Zionists. God, the same story as the what? Geo hero. On the right pushes alien. Does he? Ah. Yeah, Constantine 325, referencing that from Brother Santos and Walter Vaith and other such. I don't know about Franco Collins, maybe one of them out there. Yeah, you can see we've got the Romanis Pontifex. What's that all about? Romanis Pontifex. What? Good on, Lado. Who did I say? That one. Let me find the history on my profile, and then it's easy to link. I've got too many videos in the history. Max Eigen has chatted with Santos in about 2012, 2011, and there's a Max and Santos video about trust technology. Okay, that's why I revere these two, because the trust technology we found wasn't till Cyber Solicitors created November 2015, trust technology established, and a private express trust created DGSS 1111 2017. So 2017. So if those boys in Australia, Santos and Max, were talking about trust technology relatively new in 2012, we did it in 2017, 5 years later. Not only that, the obviously first testamentary trusts and so forth we found out through Glosser, Romilly, Santos, Max and others. Wow, I just want to show you that. That's quite a comical. When your human rights, some promotions I was doing with the .com. The trusts aren't new technology. We've said it's new, NTT, new trust technology, but it isn't. It isn't that at all. Come on, where's Max? That video with the sun and moon with your video of me on that rant on the morning. Wow, with my tiny eyes. Excellent, excellent, very funny. Wow, this is I've done a lot of posts. Maybe it will. Pardon me. We're not messing around now. We're going to use the technology. Right, this one. Yeah, Max Eigen, reclaiming the earth, steps towards a collective awakening. Right, now I need to look at Romanis. He says in that video, he goes through the trusts a lot more simpler than you'll find our documentation and our Sovereign Masters Guild educational, workshops for key competence, because we've got a job to give you as much as we know and then let you take that away and decide what to do, like the Hermetic principles. You get given everything and you have to go away on your discovery and apply that. Let me think. Romanus Pontifex, did I say? I think it's this. And I forget why I'm looking for it now, but I just want to check something. Yeah. Law, religion and science. Our justice system provides a service based on Roman Catholic law. The Vatican have laid claim to all things on earth. Boniface, this is thanks to Max Eigen. This isn't Max Eigen's work, 'cause this was done on the 18th of June. What year? 2016. So he said that in 14, you know what I mean? It has repeated the information, but this is my own words reminded to me after watching that video by Max. Our justice system provides a service based on Roman Catholic law. The Vatican have laid claim to all things on earth. Boniface the 8th, Unum Sanctum, 1302. I always get that number 0301 or something. 1302. They presume you are their property unless we tell them. Reclaim your dominion. It's your soul's mission. Read the Bib Bull, the Two Bull. Then watch the Godfather videos. Christopher Columbus, Christ, yes, Ophir, the bearer of Christ. Columbus, name of the dove. 1455, Romanus Pontifex. This takes away your real property. Not saying it actually does in reality, but under this, proclamation, it does. 1481, Attorney Regis. This takes away your personal property. Have a look at that. Something to do with registration to the crown. 1481. All right. Registration. Royal. Okay. Crown. Property. Record to the sea. Reggie to the land. 1537. Convocation. This takes away your soul. Well, hold up. Rewind selector. Come with a remix, my man. This allegedly, in their belief system, according to their sick doctrine, takes away your soul. Your soul resides within you as the Kundalini and the essence and the image of. Yes. So foolish as I am God. He is me. I work for man. I work for God. In that respect, nobody's taken anybody's soul away, and nobody is dead. Do not forget that. Nobody is dead. We've all been baptized into the Catholic Church. If you have a birth certificate, that is your baptism. You was born as a ward in a state, in a hospital, military facility since the 1870s. We are born in wards. We are wards of the state. You are the chief executive, administrator, beneficiary, sometimes trustee of your estate, aka your legal fiction, testator, executor, execute, sword, draft, executor of the estate, executor, testator, testamentary. Wow. You are the chief executive and other such things of your estate. That's just summarized it as chief executive for, highest claiming ownership, management of, aka your legal fiction, the sole beneficiary and shareholder of your corporation. Well, the corporation they have assigned you. It is not your corporation. It is instrumentation that has been given to you when you submitted your claim of right with the bondsman at the General Registry Office. You've been bonded. You can submit your corporate fiction to the court and be at sea. You can remain on land as man and not submit your body to the court. Go research, Famalan. And that was 18th of July 2016. Let me bump it. Let me bump that. We bump that business. Yeah, so the papal bull. The first crown of the land, Pope Boniface, V111. What number's that? Well, I can't be right normally. I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking you. V111, please. Is that 5 plus 1, I believe? 5, 6, 7, 8. What did I just say on the other one? There's a clue there. Pope Boniface was the first leader in history to create the concept of a trust, but the first testamentary trust through a deed, all right, and will, creating a deceased estate. That's not us deceased, the estate's deceased. It was created by Pope Nicholas in 1455, Pope Nicholas V, through the papal bull Romanus Pontifex. There is only one of 3 harum, triple, yes, treble, papal bulls, bull papilla, to include the line with the incipit for a perpetual remembrance. The bull had the effect of conveying the right of use of the land as real property from the express trust called Unum Sanctum to the control of the pontiff and his successors in perpetuality. Hence, all land is claimed as crown land. This first crown, there's 3, you'll see in the documents that I've put out on the .com and that are coming. I think one of them are out. You've downloaded it 97 times. Bear with, the civil court one is more important than this, because that's man's battle line right now. This is his story. His story is the trust, relation, technique, control, understanding. That can take a backseat whilst we arm you with what you need on the front line. Okay. Whew. But yeah, the crown to represented by the first Cest KV trust, Cestu KV, whatever you want to call it, CQV, first Cest KV trust created. When a child is born, it deprives us of all beneficial entitlements and rights on the land. So that's the first CQV. The second crown of the Commonwealth. The second crown was created in 1401 with the Bull Papil Attorney Regis, meaning eternal crown, by Sixtus IV, being only the second of the 3 bull papils as deeds of testamentary trusts. This bull papil created the crown of Aragon, later known as the crown of Spain, Manuel, and is the highest sovereign and highest steward of all Roman slaves, subject to the rule of the Roman pontiff. Spain lost the crown, unfortunately, in 1604, when it was granted to King James I of England by Pope Paul V, after the successful passage of the Union of Crowns, or Commonwealth, in 1605, after the false flag operation of the gunpowder plot. Search there, the Astors and Guy Fawkes, the gunpowder plot. What? The crown was finally lost by England in 1975, when it was returned to Spain and King Carlos I, where it remains to this day. The second crown is represented by the second CQV trust, created when a child is born, and by the sale of the birth certificate as a bond to the private bank of the nation, depriving us of ownership of our flesh. I'm not laughing at this, I just got our lass's messaging me. She's going back on a break, and this is very important, so I'll continue on. It's just ironic. Born by the sale of the birth certificate as bond to the private central bank of the nation, depriving us of ownership of our flesh, allegedly, and condemning us to perpetual servitude as a Roman person or slave. What? The third crown of the ecclesiastical see. The third crown was created in 1537 by Paul III. In 1537, Pope Paul III, Innocent, Pope Innocent, Pope Paul Innocent, I think the third. Two different things in my notes here. Through the bull papal convocation, also meant to open the Council of Trent. Full stop. It is the third and final testamentary deed and will of a testamentary trust set up for the claiming of all lost souls lost to the sea. The Venetians assisted in the creation of the first CQV Act of 1537, I thought, but I've put 1540 here. Bear with, need to confirm. To use this bull papal as the basis of the ecclesiastical authority of Henry VIII. V is 5, by the way, for those that don't know. This crown was secretly granted to England in the collection and reaping of lost souls. What? There we go. The crown was lost in 1816 due to the deliberate bankruptcy of England and granted to the Temple Bar, which became known as the Crown Bar, the Temple London Knights Crown Bar, or simply the Crown. Okay, there you go. The bar associations have since been responsible for administering the reaping, ooh, nice word there, isn't it? Choice word, of souls, the reaper, you know, and damned, including the registration and collection of baptismal certificates representing the souls collected by the Vatican and stored in its vaults. I don't say it's right, I just tell you what we've collected. The third crown is represented by the third CQV trust, created when a child is baptized. It is the parent's grant of the baptismal certificate, title to the soul, to the church or registrar. Thus, without legal title over one's own soul, we will be denied legal standing and we will be treated as things, not kings. Okay, that's a big difference. Do you want to be a thing or do you want to be a king, queen, king, you know, higher up? Cargo, you know, manifested, like, you know, merchandise without souls, upon which the bar is now legally able to enforce maritime law. What? That stuff is big. When did I do that? When's that from? Terry Sanderson, outstanding piece. I love my history as follows. Whoever that was, 18th of September 2017. Bosh. That is right. I'm going to post that to the top in a few places now in my profile. That says some lost information. That was just found by putting Romanus Pontifex in. SPLs on FB. This is the stuff that I upload to the .com, and I will you know, articulate and put into files and places and structure it easy to find, not lost in pages of, you know, God knows what owned, you know, technology that this is. It served its purpose, such as YouTube is serving its purpose, freedom of speech, rights, essence, contracts, you know, diligence, fun, to be fair. What else is there to be doing? Can't think of anything else to be doing other than helping the weak and the vulnerable that are lost in the dark, having their souls reclaimed, with mans that are trading them with birth certificates, claiming that they're honourable and everything's intention. There is an austerity. There's lots of debt, you know, and then you look at the world debt and the national debt and everything else, and you think, hang on a minute now. If these family outside knew the real truth, you know what? There'd be a re-evolution of consciousness in a week. We got 1,000 white van men to a conference and sat them down and went through all of this. What do you think the reaction would be by the white van man? What do you think the family would do? We go to the heart of London and sit down and have a real working class conference, yeah? Sorry to say London, but it's the heart, it's where they are, it's where, you know, it's where the hub, the capitalisation, the occupation, the occupied territory, you know, it's the world over. London, Paris, New York, Stock Exchange, Bond Street, the hullabaloo. And what is it based upon? Based upon, yeah, well, you see what it's based upon. So take from that what you want and use it as you wish, and know that, you know, doing the right thing is, you know, what is that word? I said that statement the other day. Something is doing the right thing when nobody is watching. What did I say now? It's like due diligence, you know. You've got to be integral, you've got to be constant, you've got to, you know, see and apply. It won't come to you straight away. It will be confusing, it will be hard. There are others and videos and channels and things you can use to help yourselves out. So yeah, it's very important. It's you know, faith and religion. Chat room, radio room, I've done before. All people can all talk. We need to have a chat, DJ. Where did I get to? F about alien waffle, I think. Yeah, religions were invented to hide the... Yes, it was. Agreed. Construct, hidden. 9, see ya. 325, Bosch. There you go. Nice one, right? Some scriptures. Yep. Israel. Split that up. Paris. Swiss for ISIS. Notre Dame in Paris. Decoding's there. Yes, we need a notary, bro. Have we got one in place? Yeah, 3 good men, witnesses, or men, good, autographs, thumbprints, witnesses. We don't need a notary public. Notary public, I would imagine and argue, are affiliated, and all they're doing is author. When you go to a notary public and they stand there and they witness, they're witnessing your signature. To say that that's a signature. They're not validating the whole document for what it is, or promissory note, or such things as. It is to say that that signature has been applied by, you know, and they've witnessed that. So we can get that done. We don't need a notary public for that. Anybody else with a different opinion, hit me up. Data footprint, new subscriber. Thank you very much to the new subscriber. Freedom is more than just a 7-letter word. Yeah, it's a 7 principle, actually, as well. Good read by Veronica of the Chapman family. Yes. Why does that name ring a bell? Good read from Veronica of the Chapman family. Second, or hello all. Hello, data. Data footprint. All roads lead to hiding the construct, and all that implies. Yeah, indeed it does. Thank you, data. Yeah, in prisons without bars, we'd argue they're called concrete jungles. And yeah, man is running man, man is evicting man, man is managing man, man is stuck in the jungle. Free range slaves. That's not funny. See the irony. You have to laugh. But really inside, a little bit of me just died. Max Huygen is a fraudster. How so? Go on then. Proof of claim, please, John. Let's go. I'll take any. We'll accept anything. We won't say we'll believe it. We'll accept it. Accepted. Why? What has he done? What's the claim upon the man? How has he sinned? Interested to know that. Very interested. Very calm. He presents well. Very knowledgeable. Good intent. I don't know how he's a fraudster, but I won't. Yeah, I won't. You know, say he's not. Then, if you've put it out there, John, of the Smith clan, into my show likes, please. When we make a claim in public, you will see it, how it works. When thy claims, you know, if there's now a controversy created a controversy, so now I'd like to know how we would settle that. Well, to settle it, we'll ask for the proof of claim. If there is no proof of claim, there is no claim, but the controversy remains, and we proceed like that. That's why these laws are here. It cuts out the jib-jab, cuts out everything. It's honourable. It's no fighting, no swords, no daggers, no bullying, no swearing, no he said, she said. It's just bosh. See? It's... Man in a cap. Used to be a DJ. Think Israel is Satan, Saturn, Ra, Sun, is Moon. You think therefore you are. Ownership, payments, funds, as well as the Mafia HQ. John, we need a Max Eigen reference, please. Is the name of a technology. What you saying, F? What? Satan, Santa Claustrium. I'm going to talk to Santos about the procession of the equinox and the connection to the liver, kidney, and sex organs, and the Santa Claustrium and the 33 vertebrae, and Mary and Joseph, Jesus, and Kundalini, Christ-like, and wow. Satan, Santa is coming into that with the Chiron last occult Christmas video that I said, you know, that I brought you when I found the golden web. And Satan is a technology. Now then. Come on then. And the claim, please, John. Proof of claim. Those characters in scriptures do not relate to humans. Oh, go and look at the leaks video as well. This is so good. The solar plexus. Halo. High altitude, low orbit. Halo. Shh. Flying objects. Halos. High altitude, low orbit. Oh, let's call it a circle. Oh, halos are circles. What? The halo. John, Max is not a fraud, all right? Because you haven't put your proof of claim. Please don't make your claims if you can't, you know. Or when you do, give us the proof there. The days of the weeks come from the planets. That's right. A happy moon day. I said yesterday on the statement to FB. Look at Romania. Yeah. Thank you, Chiron last. The golden web. Romania. Look at Romanian days of the week, John, and you will find something interesting. Romania, Rome, Ania, Rome, Romans, Romania. What language are speaking Romania? Where is it? It's near Hungary. It's near Bosnia. So yeah, that way. Europe. They are technologies in the underworld. Lumina is above. Yep, I've seen that. I understand it now. What? Whose data footprint? What? Yes, I like that. Hello. I'd off my cap to you, brother. The alien agenda is a psyop. Max, an alien agenda. I don't know too much about that, but we'll see. So that's your proof of claim. It's a psyop. Well, YouTube is a psyop because when you go live, you say things that you perhaps shouldn't say, but it's on a video and it's live, so it's kept there. You know, the guys that come out angry and rant, Brian Harvey, all this kind of stuff, you know, playing straight into their hands, and they're getting the video to see what their actions are causing the effect of. We realise this, but at some point, man has to say, enough's enough. You get ridiculed, you get death threats, you get pulled down, you get your car blown up, whatever, you've tried, we've got to carry on. It's a bit like the, you know, these hate crimes and things that are going off, and violent things that are going off, and bombs and attacks and that. Man still carries on because we have to face up in the face of adversity. If we show weakness to terrorism and things like that, then we give in. So we have to move on. Psyops are everywhere, you know. I'd love to walk around with no phone, no Facebook account, no digital cards, no access to anything technological, and just use cash and never log on to anything. Wow, what a world. Can you imagine? You know, and just go around with no data footprint at all, zero data footprint. You know, it's not just about, you know, what was it? Yeah, the footprints, you know, you're leaving all these footprints. I've got small feet. No, they're there. They need sorting out. They need an alien space agenda to make the globe seem real. Well, yeah, this is it. You'd argue, yeah, this is and the you know, lunar landings, etc. The dinosaurs must have had fun with the giants back then, riding bareback. Well, Thoth's come along, and these hermetic principles and stuff, it looks like the dinosaurs were maybe a project as well. You'd argue that in the Bible, when they go through Noah, and it looks like all then creation, man was wiped out, and a new form of mankind, humankind, Cro-Magnon man was 30,000 odd years previous, and it was everybody previous may have had webbed, it said, mankind before, and wiped out, cleansed, dinosaurs, everything gone already, and new type of man from Noah coming under that. Off we go. But rhesus negative, rhesus positive, it still doesn't answer that. You know, there's many reasons, John. You just talking about dinosaurs made me pop into that bit. Gaelic days and months. Hi, Jamie B. Yes, Jerry, hey up. Not gonna happen, dude. No, not at all. Right, I'm done. It's dinner time. Thanks for the companionship. What? Brotherhood. Let's leave it like that. We'll be back soon. More updates. Check the .coms for updates, the groups. You know where we are. Got the emails, and we'll see what's happening on the other side. And we're out of here.